Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. How are you guys doing? How are you guys holding up? Your ruler, was just retrograde for a little while. Venus. So that couldn't have felt all that great. Mercury is also retrograde in your third house of Cancer. Aries, just went into Aries. Mars just also went into the sign of Aries, which is in your 12th house. So there's some energy shifts going on. What did you have to reflect on recently? Regarding money, work, your income, your values, material possessions, your job, your work ethic, priorities, and habits. What hiccups came up for you guys? Also, with Mercury being retrograde, what ways of thinking have you been changing or thinking of changing? With your communication, with siblings, with social activity, with interests, neighbors, early education, right? This card, Two of Ariel. It is important to have balance. Working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. So Taurus, you are a very fixed person, right? Stubborn. You value, yourself. You value what you do for a living, your income. You take it pretty seriously. You're very dutiful. Set into your work routine, right? Have you not been having fun at work? Has it been draining? Are you working multiple jobs? Or are you not working a job at all due to, being laid off or let go? Ten of Ariel. There is so much to be grateful for. Financial success and the promise of retirement. A rich and rewarding family life. Taurus, all about that money, right? You guys are like, can manifest it. It is in your power. This flew out. It is in your power to do that. You have the ability to manifest anything that has to do with your income. But of course, if it was easy, you'd all be doing it, right? The Sun, Archangel Uriel. Life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. So as I'm looking at this, are you being negative? Like, very negative? I know there's a lot to be negative about right now, right? There's a lot of things going on. We are all stressed out. We have a lot of things going on. A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of businesses are not doing that well. Pretty soon, I guess the federal stimulus may be going away, right? So that's going to be the reality of it. If you're a Taurus and you're responsibly, responsible with your finances, you're probably thinking about these things right now, right? And you may be worrying about it, and you may be being negative Nelly and stressing about it, and kind of being very practical, which is great. You should be practical. But there's a fine line between being practical, realistic, and being like straight negative, right? And this right here is just telling me like you are not seeing the light in any of your situations. You are not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. There's always the light at the end of the tunnel. You got the sun. The sun is our biggest light at the end of the three cards, right? You got the sun. So you need to start getting out of that negative thinking. You have to. And yeah, it's okay. It's okay to be that way, but you cannot be stuck in it, because that is not a healthy habit for you to have. And with the sun rules Leo, right? So after our Cancer season, we will be going into Leo. Maybe when Leo season comes, you will be able to find joy in something. Maybe you will be able to see progress that will maybe put you at ease, especially when it comes to your finances. You know, maybe there will be some more clarification. You'll have some answers. We'll know a little bit more about what's going on. But you have to understand that with Mars going into Aries and Aries being in your 12th house, you may not see those answers right away. They may be like the self-conscious, but it may be the ending of certain things. You may be having some healing and closure going on. So you just have to let that work itself out, right? Find balance. What are you not having balance with? Are you doing too much? Or are you not doing enough? You need to take a break too. You have to be thankful for what you have. Or else you close the door on the things that can come to you. Right? It may not seem realistic right now, but you have to have faith that the opportunities are coming. And maybe you need to learn something new to get there. So use this time while you're stressing, if you're not happy and if you're not seeing the results that you want to see, to learn a different technique and to find out something new. Or maybe, you think you know everything, and you think you got all the answers, and you think you know what you know, and you're being negative and you don't want to hear anybody's opinions or advice, and you know what, I know this, I know what I'm doing. Maybe you don't, and maybe you need to open yourself up to that you don't know everything. We all don't know everything. We all may know a lot, but you have to be open to new ideas and thoughts and things of that nature. Because with that, you meet more people. And you open up more opportunities for yourself, right? Oops. A lot of pink in these cards. Maybe you need to wear more pink. Pink, we usually associate that with girls and femininity. And yeah, you're ruled by the planet Venus. Venus is the planet of femininity, right? Maybe you are not like living up to your Venetian self. Maybe you have to see the beauty in things, right? And maybe you're not. Maybe you're too busy seeing the dark and ugly things. You have to remember that you are ruled by beauty. And you have to have a beautiful mind up as often as possible. Ask for what you want. Find the courage to ask for what you want. Others have the right to tell you yes or no, but you always have the right to ask. Likewise, everybody has the right to ask you for what they want, and you have the right to say yes or no. Maybe somebody's burdening you in this time right now with helping them out. Maybe they feel like you owe them to help them out of a situation. And that's up for you to decide. But if it doesn't make you feel good, you're not obligated to do that. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So, trying to tap more into this energy because I feel like maybe you're just going through a really dark time right now. And you have to pull through it. Maybe you're isolated. Maybe you feel isolated. When you are surrounded by darkness, that's not a loving or good feeling. And I think that you need to have love and good feeling back into your life. With everything that's going on with quarantine and COVID and people losing their jobs and everything, it's very hard to dwell on the negative and dwell on the protest and the humanity issues that are going on right now. And it's telling you to bring like pink love, heart chakra. Open up your heart. Maybe your heart needs some healing. You could be depressed. You need to smell the roses. You need to enjoy life. I just got like go into nature. Breathe some fresh air. Try to. You can go outside. Just because it's quarantine doesn't mean you need to stay in your house all day, every day. You still need to get out there and get some sunlight. And look at the beauty of life. Because life is thriving. While we're all stuck inside, nature is actually thriving. And that sun is here and is beaming. And it's coming. Like this is divine energy coming in. But when it comes in, are you going to be like, Are you already going to be so depleted and defeated that you're just going to be like, whatever, the sun finally got here, or whatever, I finally see the light at the end of the tunnel? You need to sit back and be thankful for all of the little things that you have going on in your life right now. For your health, even if it's as, simple as your health. Maybe you are locked up and you can't do anything, but maybe you're healthy, right? Maybe you still have that. Maybe you still have your life. Maybe none of the people that you know have gotten sick and passed away. Those are things to be very grateful for. To where, this is messing with you socially. But it's not really detriment, right? Maybe you're being a little too dramatic. Four of Gabriel. Time for celebration, abundant rewards for hard work. Release yourself from burdensome situations. So specifically, I feel like some people, you may be stressed out because you may be the breadwinner of your home. You may be the responsible one. You may be the one keeping things in order. And maybe you're, if you're not single, like if you're single, you could just worry about yourself, right? And so if you are single, you're worrying about, okay, how are you going to take care of myself, right? I'm by myself. I don't have anyone to help me out. And this is very stressful. And where is my next dime going to come from? That could be one scenario. Another scenario could be, you could be with a partner, with a significant other. And you may be the responsible one, and they may not be. And all of the burden and the stress is falling on you. And it's not fair. And you need to set boundaries, right? You need to ask for that help. Or maybe you did ask for that help and you're not getting it. Or maybe they are asking you for that help and you keep giving, and it's draining you and you're not getting it back in return. Or maybe you're helping out your family, right? And maybe your family is burning you as well because you feel, you want to do the right thing and help them out. And everybody's going through it. But you have to know where to draw those boundaries and where the fine line is. Because you could lose a lot if you don't properly assess things, right? But don't get too caught out to where you are bringing on the stress onto yourself. Because maybe specifically for another group of you, you are way too focused on all of the responsibility and it's making you resent somebody else or resent your life. You could be looking at other people and being like, oh, they don't seem like they're affected by what's going on, but I am, and this is stressing me out, and this isn't fair. And you may be harboring some type of resentment about that. And listen, quite frankly, you don't know what anybody else is going through, and everybody could fake the funk all they want. It's not really, it is. Like, don't feel, if people are really, doing okay and they're living their best life, like, you shouldn't feel some type of way about that. But most of the time, people don't truly put out what they're going through out there because nobody wants to show the ugly of what they're going out through. So don't worry about what everybody else is doing and it's making you into like a nasty, bitter, it's bringing you into a very dark, bitter energy, right? Into a shadow. Don't focus on the dark. Go into that sunlight. Figure it out. Hope this resonated with some of y'all. Good luck, my Taurus.